Hello and welcome to episode 11 of Joga Bonito. In the last episode, we were crowned the champions of the Minas State Championship in Brazil, the local regional competition that takes place before the Serie A, the Premier League of Brazil, starts. Today we are going to kick off our life in the Serie A, the main competition, the main top division league competition that takes place. And before we get into that game, as you can see on your screen there, we have completed the signing of Thiago Almada. He has just recently, in fact 2 days ago, turned 18 and he has joined up with the squad. Here you can see his profile, you can see his attributes and his personality, being a perfectionist. He's a very, very handy player to have got in at this point in the save. He's going to go straight into the starting lineup. I'll show you that lineup now. There it is. He will play in the position that Thiago Neves has been playing in. Here is Thiago Neves, the 34-year-old. He's picked up an injury, a broken toe, for 4 to 6 weeks, which... whilst I don't want to celebrate the fact that he's injured, it is kind of handy that we've just got Almada in, who is going to take his place in this central attacking midfield spot. And we are going to get into our first Serie A game against Chapecoense today, away at Chapecoense. There have been 2 games already. Bahia have won. Fortaleza and Fluminense have drawn with each other, and Bahia, they beat Atletico Mineiro, who, if you remember, they were the team that we beat in the final of the Minas State Championship. When I say beat, we actually drew both games but won on, well, I was going to say on away goals. We didn't actually win on away goals, did we? We won on the fact that we were the higher seed, which is a bit of a bit of a luck on our part, but we'll take it. We got the win in the end, and that's all that matters, isn't it? Since then, we have played one game. It was a pretty crazy game, actually. We drew 3-3 away at Emelec, who are the team that are currently 4th in our Copa Libertadores group. There is that group. We have now qualified for the next round. There is one game to go, and if we win that game, or in fact, if we even draw that game, because we play Concepcion, who are the team who are in second, we will top that group, which is good considering we lost our very first game against Concepcion, who are the team we are going to play last. We've turned it around, we've managed to qualify, which is great. So today we are going to play this game against Chapecoense, and it will kick off the serious business, I guess you could call it. I did just show you the team there. That is the team we are going to play. We need to give a number to Edu, who's going to be on the bench. And I'm going to submit those, and let's get ourselves into this game then. There are the 2 sides on your screen there then. They are playing the 4-1-4-1. We're playing the 4-2-3-1, as you can see. Almada, of course, the debutant. Sasa, our top goal scorer in that first initial competition, the Minas State Championship. Let's see if he can fire some goals in this one, and let's get ourselves into the dressing room. Let's passionately say we're favourites for a reason. That'll do. They didn't react too negatively, so we'll take that. We are then underway. Let's turn the speed of that down just slightly, and here we go. Orihuela out on the right hand side. Judson goes down. That looked like it might be... Oh, it is a penalty. Penalty given. Sasa has the chance to score from the spot then. Inside 2 minutes, and does. There we go. A really good start to life in the Serie A then. Sasa with his 20th goal of the season overall. He scored a fair few penalties as well. Nice penalty, that one. Down to the keeper's left. 1-0 inside 2 minutes. Beautiful stuff. Goal kick for our keeper then. Leo's going to play a long ball out wide to Egidio, who brings it all the way down this left-hand side. Does well, gets to the byline. Sasa, 2-0. Great header. Sasa again with the goal. Lovely run this from Egidio, the left-back. Beats his man here. Gets to the byline, beats this man as well. Sasa with the header, past the keeper, into the same corner he just popped his penalty into, and we're 2-0 up inside the first 10 minutes. This is a good start. This is how we want to start things off in this Serie A competition then. the real business of the season, you could say. I've had a look at the schedule, by the way. There is a lot of games to play. It is non-stop in Brazil. It's going to be a long old season. So what I'm going to probably do is I'll play a fair few games in between uploads so that we can get through this season. Otherwise, it's going to be stop and start. There's big games pretty often. There's quite a lot of big teams in Brazil. For example, we do have a cup tie coming up as we make it 3-0. Pedro with the header at the back post. Get in. We do have a cup tie coming up with Sao Paulo. We've drawn them in the next round of the Brazilian Cup. So we could come back for that. But I'm thinking actually there's a league game against them really soon as well after that. So yeah, we'll have a look at the schedule after the game and make a decision on that. But my thinking is we'll probably start to crack on with the save now and make some progress now that we have started our life in the Serie A. I'm starting it pretty well, especially if we don't concede there, which we haven't. We're going to go in at 3-0 up. Let's let the assistant do that. Almada, on his debut, has been pretty quiet so far. Not a lot has happened with him. He's on a 6.7. Sasa, though, our striker, is on an 8.6 at half-time. On a hat-trick, of course, as well. Let's see if he can get that in the second half. I'm going to demand more, I think. Let's see what that can do. Oh, is that a bad tackle? Is that a yellow, or is he going to be? He's going to be sent off. It's a two-footed tackle from their left midfielder, and they are down to 10. Almada with the header there. They're just going to put 3 in the middle, like you can see, and keep that 1 in behind. So we're 3-0 up, and we have a man advantage. This is a great position to be in, isn't it? They're going to make another sub. They're going to go... Yeah, they went a little bit asymmetric and they've gone back to this. They are swapping their players around, trying to sort out their midfield here. I'm going to make a change. I'm going to bling. I'm going to bring Robinho on the right-hand side of midfield. I'll make another change now just to wind down the clock, really. We'll take a lovely little victory here. I'm going to bring on Vinicius Popo. Am I? Tell you what. I think I am, but I will go to... Let's go to 2 strikers. I was going to take off Sasa. Then I realised I don't really want to take off Sasa because he is on a hat-trick. And he might get angry, and I'd rather not make him angry at this point. I'd rather him to keep scoring goals and fire us up the league if possible. You can see them still swapping things about in their lineup there. We're going to get a 4th. It's an own goal. It's a terrible own goal, to tell the truth. That he's got nobody around him. Egidio's corner, it's hit his back. He's not even looking at the ball and it's gone in. We will take it all day. But that's an awful goal for them to concede. But on the flip side of that, it's a fantastic start for us. Look at that. 4-0 away from home against Chapecoense puts us at the top of the league after the first game. You can't ask for much more than that. Debut for Almada, he was very quiet to tell the truth. But Sasa with 2 goals, Roca with a header, and then that horror own goal from Douglas from them. They, of course, went down to 10 men as well. Kayubi was sent off. I remember him. Did he play in Germany? Yeah, Augsburg. Look, I remember him from FIFA way back. Yeah, he was quite good on FIFA at one point. There he is. He's made his professional debut, Almada. Sasa, I'm going to praise him. And that is all good. Very, very good stuff. There's the schedule then. You can see how we've been in all right form. We haven't lost since we lost that game against Conception, that first game in the group stage, that we did do a live comment on as well. Right. Just looking at this then, we have our final game of the Copa Libertadores. We have already qualified, so we won't come back for that one, I don't think. There we have that cup game against Sao Paulo, but that is only in 4 games' time. So I'm thinking, shall we come back for this Sao Paulo league game? I think that one kind of makes more sense. I'll play 6 games off camera, and we'll come back for our next live com against Sao Paulo, and it will be a pretty big game against probably one of the favourites to win the league. I'm not quite sure exactly who are the favourites. I might have a look at that in a second. But 6 games sounds like a decent chunk to me. I think that's workable, and that way we make a bit of progress with this season. Play that game, play a few more, come back, etc., etc. How does that sound? If you think actually we should go longer, then come back. If you think we should go shorter, then come. how do you want these videos to work? It's kind of, you are the viewers. It's up to you. If you want to leave me some feedback, please don't hesitate to do so. I really do appreciate you watching this series. I'm really enjoying the save and uploading these videos. So thank you, pretty much. Thank you again for watching today. If you haven't, though, already, please make sure you do subscribe to the channel and make sure you turn the bell on to be notified about future videos, and also leave a like to let me know that you're enjoying this. And yeah, I think I'll leave it there today. I'll be back for that Sao Paulo game. Thank you very much for watching. I'm out. Peace.